Hey, good evening, everyone. Here we go. Hey, we're excited to be here one more time. This is your three hosts, tres amigos aquí. We have AJ, we have Bruno. Welcome, guys. We're excited to just have a little session of talk once again. And welcome to your session of second recording. Actually, the third. I am so sorry.
Third. That's right.
Recording. The blending thoughts. And with that being said, we don't do nothing too serious out here. But one thing we do, we let our thoughts flow. We talk about what we have on our mind. We talk about some serious topics, and we keep it moving like nothing else. And this section, we are having a general talk about things going on. But first of all, we're going to have a little check-in, fellas. We're going to have a little check-in. How was your week? How you feeling right now? I see AJ got his game face on. I see Bruno. You know what? AJ got his game face on. Let's go, AJ. How you feeling, my brother?
I'm not going to lie. I have had no motivation whatsoever this week. Despite the fact I've actually worked out almost every day and everything, but it's just one of them weeks, man. We've had rain almost all week as well, so I don't know what it is. It must be the weather.
You feeling a little sluggish?
I don't know what it is, man. Like for the past month or two, I've been up and at 'em and ready to go. And this week, for whatever reason, it's just So well, I sound like Pusha T with his but that's exactly how I've been feeling all week. How about you?
Myself?
Yeah. How about you?
Listen, man, this week has been a long week. For some reason, man, I just don't sleep at night. So it's been a little heavy, my cutie face, a little bags accumulating, but it is what it is. We keep pushing, you know what I mean? I probably went from a 10 to a 9.5, but we keep pushing, and it is what it is. How about you, Bruno? How you feeling, bro?
I could relate. I'm not so sluggish type of, feeling, but, it's been really busy at work, as you guys know, just coming home, to the family, things don't stop, regardless if you're tired or not. Still got to keep things going. So it's been that type of week, BS.
Hey, Bruno, I heard some background noise. Was that your wife?
Yeah, I heard that. Yeah, she's out here in the background. I told her, should I remove myself or you gonna behave? And she said she's gonna keep it cool, and she over here laughing.
We didn't ask for a special guest this week, so tell her.
I know, right? But she gonna keep it. She gonna keep it down. But we good. Everybody good.
Hey, shout out to your lovely wife. And we keep it moving. All right, fellas, listen, man. The last recording we talked about some personal things where we introduce ourselves, we'll let people know who we are. But listen, we're gonna have some speed rounds right here. We're gonna have some speed rounds. I see you guys are excited, and we're gonna talk about our upbringing.
That's right.
Let's go straight to the point. The people want to know. AJ, did you drink Kool-Aid?
Yeah.
Hey.
That's right.
What kind of question is that?
I'm just saying, the people want to know, man. The people want to know. Bruno. Did you have a measuring chart?
A what?
A measuring chart. You know how you measure yourself to the door?
No.
Did yours ever change?
That's a
stagnant for all these years.
That was good. But that's more of an American thing. You know what I'm saying? By the time I was here, I was already fully grown. So no, I did not have
no reason to measure himself.
You know what I'm saying?
You've been fully grown since you've been 6?
Bruno, have you ever won in limbo?
First of all, okay, listen to me. We're not gonna make this about picking on Bruno. All right, that's what we're not about to do. Okay.
All
And
right.
listen, my dad told me, he said, listen, man, growing up, I thought I was gonna be tall. He said, when I was 15, 16, I was this height. People were like, you're gonna be tall. He said, I was the last of it.
He lied to you.
Yeah. So, my son, my son is pretty tall for his age, right? He's like a whole year, ahead in terms of height.
Ghost chart, yeah.
And yeah, the growth chart, right? So everyone's like, yo, like where he gets this height from? I'm like, listen, slow it down, because this has happened before. We get excited, you're gonna be tall, and then boom, it stops. But my mom's side of the family, they're tall, so you never know. But good one though.
You know what's
caught
funny,
me.
Bruno? You know what's funny? I can relate because I didn't get my growth spurt till like when I was like probably 14-ish, and I grew about a foot within 3 months.
Yeah, but you actually grew. My side of the story is it stopped at 15, 16. That was it. But
Hey man, it's just to get us
that was
warmed
good.
up. So just to get it warmed up, right? Let's switch up. Let's switch up.
I was always the biggest, so I don't know what being small is all about. So.
That's what
Good
she said.
one.
That's what she said. Anyways,
Okay, Ralph.
We're gonna move on. We're gonna move on, fellas. We gotta move on. And I do have a question, a serious question this time.
Right.
Listen, I want y'all to tell us what is one of the happiest memory from your childhood. One of the happiest moment of your childhood. One of them, because I know there were many. Obviously, you're still here. Praise God. So we keep it moving, So what is one of the happiest moment of your childhood as you think about it? Who wants to go first? I'll start. I'll start.
Go ahead.
Give you guys some time to think about it. You know what? I think one of the happiest moments I had was we had a basketball team and a school called NCB. We're gonna keep some privacy there. And we're in Haiti, and we were playing one of our rivals. Man, when I say instead of the senior team, they chose the junior team because we were that good. But of course, we're not in a higher grade enough to be the senior team of the school, or JV versus varsity, whatever they call it here. So the JV team. I said juvie, JV team, representing the school. And man, oh man, your boy went off. And when I say went off, like hitting crazy shots, bro. It was only.
You talking about yourself?
It was only 3 shots.
Oh, I thought you meant you were giving like 15 claps on the bench and 19 fist pumps and.
Okay, first of all, I was the power forward of the school. All right,
all right,
the power forward, Chris Webber type. And just picture it. Just picture it. Don't kill my moment.
Tractor trailer.
Picture it. You're not gonna take my moment. Let's go. So imagine yourself under a hot sun. And then we're playing, we're balling, we're sweating. So a team called Canadu came to our home turf and was playing. And then before you know it, man, they up like, I don't remember what it was, but it was double digit. And then people expected us to lose until we had a guy called shout out to Celginho, he was a big Black Mamba fan, so he started taking over the game. And then before you know it, was a close game, bro. And your boy, got some minutes, came down, and of course the expectation was, big boy can't move, the usual. And then, I remember hitting that one shot, man, and you hear the scream, whoo, like took over the court, bro. And then you're on cloud 9, bro. You're on cloud 9. And then I remember hitting another shot, boom. Like the scream got even louder. And then at that moment, guys, I woke up.
Sounds about right.
No. All jokes aside, no. At that moment, man, I was just on cloud 9. It's one of the happiest memories because I had my boys, I had my crew, and we were enjoying it. It was a good time. And then afterwards, we actually celebrated the win because it was a big deal because we put ourselves on the map, and we never left the map until I left Haiti. As far as I know, we never dropped off the map because we're now recognized as the team of the city. You know what I mean? So, well, not the team.
That's what's up.
We still had another school that was better than us, but we put ourselves on the map that day.
That's what's up. That's what's up. You
Yeah.
know, I have some of those stories too. You know what I'm saying? As you guys know, I was an athlete. I'm still an athlete. But that's not what I'm gonna share with y'all. I mean, I think, you know, the most fun I had, you know, growing up in Cape Verde. I think I've mentioned that I grew up in Cape Verde in the previous videos or whatever. You know what we used to do, right? So we used to so we would go to church on Saturdays, right? And after church, after the sun is down, you know, back then we didn't really carry cash. We didn't really have money, right? Our parents would only give us money to get things that we needed. You know, we're not over here with money in our pocket. So there was this spot, you know, not too far from the church that they used to sell these fries with mayo and ketchup. Before you say that's nasty, it's mad good. Okay.
Was it
So
hot
they used to
dogs?
sell,
You like
Mayo
hot
on
dogs?
fries is pretty good.
You like hot
yeah.
dogs?
No, it's like, you know, it's just fries with mayo and ketchup.
Okay.
And they used to get like a printing paper, you know, paper, and they would like, kind of not fold it, like roll it so it's kind of like a cone, right? So they put fries in, you know, spray the stuff inside, right? So we would have no money, but we want to eat that. So usually one of us would have about I'm trying to, you know, convert it to dollar amount, right? So one of us would have, let's say that fries would be like $5, right? So one of us would have, you know, 50 cent, $1.50 or whatever, right? So we just like get that money and go to the bus stop, right? Like this is acting like Hollywood stuff, right? Would go with that, you know, little change in our hand, and would go to random people, be like, hey, ma'am, or hey, sir, I only have this. Do you mind, you know, just helping me out so I could get home because my siblings went home and left me here, bro? It would work every time, and we would do that until we have enough money just to get one fries,
Yep.
right? And
To
we
share?
go and we get it, right? Yeah, to share, right? So we get one fry, and we would ask for like 2 picks or whatever, and everybody get their one, like, yo, you like kind of like puff and pass, you know? So we like did like 4 or 5 of us, everybody got their 2 pick. Yo, my turn. Boom. And eat, bro. That used to be hella fun, bro. Like that is just like every time, you know, I think about him, like, you know, sometimes I tell my wife, I'm like, listen, those are the days that it was such a free-minded spirit. Everybody was down to, you know, just be around each other. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, those were fun days, man. Just doing whatever. Money wasn't a thing. It was just
Obviously,
about
it was.
spending.
If you go in the
No,
corner,
no. I'm saying, like, you know, that wasn't like, you know, a priority. Like we didn't have it, but we made it work. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
So
Yeah, didn't have to pay
that
taxes on it or nothing either. And
Right.
listen, man, and we did that to get fries or to get burgers or whatever it is, man. And
In
we
the
split
moment.
that. Yeah,
In the
we
moment, yeah.
split that joint. You know, but yeah, that's to me. But it's like it used to be so fun, man.
That's dope.
I
That's dope.
miss it. I miss it.
How about you, AJ?
favorite childhood moment? I have one similar to yours. I was actually a freshman in high school. I already told you last time we talked about this. I played high school basketball. When I was a freshman, I also played in a church league as well. And I don't know if I was allowed to or not, but I played anyway because I played with that team for a few years prior. So that was my last year playing, and we went undefeated to the title game. And I was the leading scorer on the team, leading rebounder and all that. I'm like top 10 in every category there is in the league and all that. And we get to the final game. We played this really good team who only had one loss on the year. And I think that was because their best player didn't show up for the game. Yeah, you keep giving me the face. You'll hear it. So in the first half, it was one of those days I couldn't get the ball into the rim for, you know, like you hear the expression, you can't kick the ball into the ocean.
Yeah,
I literally couldn't score a point. I think I went scoreless in the first half. Second half, I was so pissed off, and I was always emotional, so I would like get all fired up, and I was that kind of guy, as you know. I'm sure you guys already know.
You were okay.
I was I was always like that. But anyway, we come out in the second half. I think I scored like 16 or 18 points, and we end up winning by 2. So it was a pretty good moment because I was like, holy shit, we won. So Yeah, there was that. But one of my actually all-time favorite moments is when my sister started, when I was old enough, she started introducing me to real music and not like the kiddie stuff you always hear. So that got me into a spiral of music for the rest of my life. And even like songs and stuff I heard back then, I still listen to now that I chill out to. So, but it's always like that nostalgia trip. I get so like loose and, like relaxed and all that. So I love it. So.
You know
Okay.
what I've learned from your story? Sorry, Ricky. What I learned from that story is that your team didn't need you. Okay, that they could have won
Well,
without
we
you.
were losing in the first half, so
That's
I'll just
all
say they
you.
needed me.
That's all you heard.
They only needed me one half. That's it.
Oh,
I
That's
could have
all
showed up
I
at
heard.
halftime with a brand new pair of kicks and
it's like you talked about 25 important things. He remembered half of one.
mhm,
Yep,
Half of
yep,
one.
mhm.
yep.
Oh, so it's
That's
great.
what happens when we only have half the height.
Oh, dang. Woo!
Y'all on fire today, huh?
Hey, listen,
Okay.
man, we start on fire. Woo! Pew, pew. Hey, listen, man. So it's crazy how we think about these things, and we're like,
I bet.
we compare it to
I,
today. We're like, yo, this was crazy. We didn't have any stress about bills, taxes, or kids or anything like that. I know.
Hey,
I see Bruno. I see you burning. I
hey,
see you burning.
listen. I can't help myself. You know how when like this, I'm like in my head, I'm like, I bet John Morant can't do that no more.
oh,
sorry. Go ahead.
no, that was good. That was good.
Speaking
Listen,
Hey,
of John Morant, y'all, did y'all see what Luca was doing? Yeah,
no,
that whole money thing, insinuating that
oh,
Johnny
he
Manziel,
insinuated that the Warriors paid off the ref for that crazy play that happened,
nice.
I
and they end
think
up losing by
he's
2.
probably gonna get fined though. I'm telling you.
Probably. I think
Yeah,
he's
because
going to. It's only a matter of time.
yeah, I was like, because I saw it first, and I'm like, who's that for? And then I saw it again on IG. I'm like, whoa! And Luca, he's not from here. If they feel something, they're gonna say it. You know what I'm saying? So
Luca don't care.
For
he
sure.
doesn't.
For
He
sure.
doesn't.
Hey, I got a question for you guys. Since
Yes.
we just
Right.
talked about like our past as far as like a good thought, since we're on the good thought part of it, would you guys go back and do it again, or would you be comfortable enough to stay where you're at right now? And do you think it was better back then for you or now or what?
You know what, AJ? They always have these things. If you would take $1 million now or redo your past, or restart with all the knowledge you have,
Mm-hmm.
knowing what you know now.
Mm.
I always say, I don't know. I think I go in the I'm content, bro. I feel like I'm blessed. I'm really blessed to have had experience what I've had, the good and the bad,
Mm-hmm.
and it makes me who I am right now. So would I go back? Yeah, of course we long for these moments, but I've accepted that they're over. You see what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Because
Mm-hmm.
we're in a different stage now.
I hear people ask that question all the time. What do you think, Bruno? Sometimes I don't even know how to answer it,
I think, I don't take anything for granted, right? I think I am who I am because of my life experiences, right? I wouldn't per se just say erase what happened because, I'm in a good place right now. I
Mm-hmm.
could appreciate that. But it's like, fortunately for me, I've been able to go back often. So there's that, whole flashback on everything that I've been through, how I was. I wish my kids could, experience that more often.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm good where I'm at, and I miss the old days. It doesn't mean, I would be like, forget about it. If I could do it again, would I do it? Yes, I would.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But
Mm-hmm.
that's me though. You know what I'm saying?
What about
But
yourself, AJ?
I couldn't give up my daughter. I've thought about this because I've had people ask me that before, but if this was 10 years ago, I would 100% at least go back to college and enjoy that route again. Because I had a lot of fun and I was mischievous and I was all hell and everything. But
Oh yeah.
now that I have my daughter, I can deal with like the bones and the creakiness and stuff, but like to have her around is like probably the greatest thing for me.
Wow.
I couldn't give it up.
yeah,
I'm,
Listen,
watch her grow every day, and I'm just like, well, who the hell wants to not do this? This is fun. So
That's deep, bro. That shifts gear right now. I got one more
yeah.
question for y'all. No, we know the time is running out, and the people want to know. The people just want to know, guys. All right.
Go ahead.
So, what? Okay, we all know we all got in trouble. All right.
Mm.
So tell the people one time you got in trouble and it was a little too big for you to handle.
Mm.
One time.
I mean,
that one time we're caught in a mischief, and you got reprimanded for it.
I could go first. So, me and my brother.
Keep it short. Keep it short. Let's go.
Me and my brother nearly put our house on fire back in Cape Verde, and this is just because. So plumbing back home, they would do, in order for them to attach to pipes or whatever, plastic ones or whatever, they would use fire, right? And they would use toilet paper just to make one, I don't know, bendable, so they could put the other one in. So we kept on noticing that he would light it up, and then to put the fire out, he would just stomp on it, right, and it would go out. I'm like, man, we got to try that. So he left. We get in one of the rooms under the stairs, and we started doing that, and we did it with the little piece. And the piece got big, the paper got bigger and bigger, and then it got to a point that we couldn't put it out. Listen, mind you, where we used to live, that's where also the church was. So it was a residential, the church, and offices.
Oh my goodness.
So just imagine. So it was a big old building.
So you were almost an arson.
So look at the crazy
Arsonist,
part, right?
Arsonist.
Listen, yeah, I mean, pretty much I was, because, set on fire. That's what that is, right? So the crazy thing is, once we couldn't put the fire out, instead of running out and asking for help, we figure it's a good idea to close the door, and so that way we don't get in trouble.
Act like nothing happened.
So the whole house is smoked up. Thankfully, the one of the bathroom windows all the way upstairs was cracked open, and one of the ladies that cleans the building saw like a little smoke just coming out.
Crazy.
We literally could have died. And the reason why we didn't die is because we were scared and we sat on the floor, not even knowing that smoke goes up. We literally could have died.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
How old were you?
I think I was probably like 6, 7, 8 the most.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you're watching this, it was Bruno. It was Bruno and his brother. Come get him. Come get him. I'll make his address available for y'all. Just hit me up, like and subscribe, and watch us every week. And Bruno, I'll put the address in there.
Bruno, you weren't standing; you were actually sitting.
Wow, you guys. Okay.
I can't help it.
Okay.
Bruno, you why were you worried, bro? You didn't have to worry. You wouldn't have been affected. You're good.
Just so y'all know, I'm 6'1". All right. Just so you know, they just a little taller than me.
In the child section, right?
Carry on, Ricky. What about you? Why don't you share your story?
Oh man, listen, man. One pops out of my head. Like there's multiple, obviously. I don't know how we survived. Only God. But one more specifically, I'll go quick because I know the time is of essence right now. So we were playing, and my brother, he was always there. First of all, I didn't want to play anymore, but this dude kept playing. He kept playing. Yo, what's going on? What's wrong, bro? What's wrong, bro? And I wanted to run away. I was fed up with life. I'm packing my bag. I'm putting my 2 shirts in there, and I'm running away. I had a loaf of bread too, if I remember correctly. I am running away. So I grab my bag. I'm about to exit, but dude keeps bothering me, keep poking at me. I'm like, bro, leave me alone, bro. And then he somehow, I don't know, I don't clearly remember. I think he pushed me or something. And then I got so upset. I went outside, dropped my getaway bag, grabbed a big old stick, and I swung so hard, hit him in the head and knock him out. Like he fell like dead weight on the floor. I legit thought I killed him. So that's
That explains why Ralph is a little loose in the head.
Yeah.
No, listen, I legit thought I killed him. So that's me thinking of a story to give my mom and dad on why he's dead. And me thinking that was okay. When I say a big old stick. Long story short, thank God, my nanny, shout out to her. Her name is Marie. And, she's awesome. We love her. And she came through and she had homie smelling some alcohol and brought him back to life. Homie was incapacitated
like
for the next 3 days.
We're in a coma.
And in a coma.
No wonder he doesn't want to play with us.
So yeah, man, it's one of those crazy stories. And my mom and dad came home and I'm like, okay,
Listen, man, I can relate being the younger sibling. They used to always pick on people, man. Listen, my brother did that one time. I almost killed him. I threw a scissor at him, but go ahead. I'm not going to talk about that. Yeah. It actually stuck.
Hey, listen, man. Hey, listen, hopefully AJ has a better story. Have people thinking we're a little crazy out here. Come on, AJ.
I gotta watch what I say, but I guess one of my 2 years in the dorm, actually both years in the dorms, but I'm doing one specifically. I'm not gonna mention the year or where, but we used to get in trouble for putting pizza boxes in the garbage cans in the bathrooms, which I know that seems very light compared to you guys, but after a while they want to start fining you and you have to pay something at the end of the year. So there's the cardboard bin is all the way at the bottom of the dorm, and we didn't want to go down there, obviously. So we would just go to other floors and start putting the boxes. So anyway, I guess the RAs and the people in the dorm got fed up. So a bunch of people put some pizza boxes in our bathrooms. And, we're talking like the boys' side, not the girls' side or nothing like that too. So finally, like we get the letter, like you're paying for all this, blah, whatever. So me and my buddies, we got pissed off and we ended up putting a hole in my door and covering it with a bunch of, like flyers that they put up. We just stole the flyers off the wall, put them over our door to cover it up. And at one point we took cat food and put it in the vents and all up and down the stairwell on the side of the stairwell. So we go to class the next day and I come back and it's all quarantined and they thought it was shit. So they quarantined the entire side of the boys' room. So here at the end of the year, we got fined for like $2,000 worth of stuff, which is not a big price right now, but to us as kids, we're like, holy shit, how are we going to pay this? So they quarantined the place. The janitor was like looking for the culprits. He's asking me because I'm like, I always talk to the guy. I'm like nice to him. He's like, who do you think it is? And I'm like, I have no idea. Like these people coming up here doing this stuff to our building all the time. And I'm lying my ass off to the guy. He's just like, man, we got to find out who it is. I'm like, yeah, I get you, brother. I don't want to pay any more fines for this stuff. So then the next week we stuck like ham and stuff in the vents and shit. And it smelled awful, obviously, because it's like wintertime. Yeah, the dorm wasn't happy. The end of the year, they were like, they had to replace doors and stuff. I don't know why we did it, but we did. So we got pissed off and we were just like, enough is enough.
Such a white person thing to do, right?
Yeah, exactly. That's like the dumbest thing you could do. And it's like on our floor. So who are they going to blame? Us.
I know, right? Why do you think about that?
We didn't, but I figured with the cat, like we were playing hockey with the cat food. Somebody had hockey sticks, started slap shotting it down the hall and down the stairwell and shit. And of course it smells awful, but they had to take precautions because they thought it was crap and they were like, hazardous waste and all that. Can't use the stairwell. And like I said, the janitor's like, what the hell? Like,
wow.
He's like, do you think it's this guy? I'm like, yeah, it might be that guy. Why don't you go ask him and see what he's got to say? He's always causing trouble. And he would go like try to like keep an eye on him. And of course we got threatened with cameras and stuff like that too. But I'm like, enough's enough. We took our own revenge.
I'll tell you that, man. I'll tell you. Listen,
sorry, Mom, if you ever hear that story. But,
sorry, Mama.
Yeah. I mean, like we were even.
I never meant to hurt you.
Yeah. Like our closets, even like the like the rungs and stuff of your jackets were coming off because we were beating the door so hard and kicking. It was ridiculous. Wow. I'm not proud of it by any means, but I'm
no, of course not.
What was I thinking? It was just,
hey, right? That's the crazy thing. And
why didn't I just take the pizza boxes, go throw them on someone else's floor? But I think one time we like dropped a jug of milk down the stairwell, like the middle of the stairs, and it hit somebody. I was like, "Oh
goodness!"
Yeah, my buddy from Philly did it, and I was with him, but we didn't think it was gonna go, and it did, and we were like, it hit somebody. You're looking at each other like, "Did that just happen?" And we just booked it. So they had no idea it was us, obviously. But I'm like, man, I feel bad for that person. They got rotten milk all over them because it was spoiled.
My goodness.
Yes, sir. Just, as always, we appreciate y'all coming. And just like that, we're going to wrap it up. And we hope to see you next time. Peace.
Yeah, people not watching that.